I
Yep.
don't even know why you're talking to me. It's not like I'm some big reporter or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, at the end of the day, I've started to trust my gut a little bit on things like this. And I don't necessarily always have a fully fleshed out reason for why, but there's some intuition that generated it. And if I had to unpack it in this case, I think it would be some combination of you were interested, you were like not sure what had happened, but you cared what had happened. And like, there's no point in talking to someone who doesn't care what actually happened, because I'm like, how are you going to like have any impact from doing that? You're someone who like some people listen to, and like, and I think like you were you were not just going to be like an obvious like shill for me or anything. Like, you sort of like, because of the Mishinsky thing, like I think I don't know, it just sort of felt to me like, I don't know, here's someone who like will approach this from at least a somewhat neutral and interested vantage point, and you know, and who isn't. I guess the other thing, the other piece of it was, in addition to that, there are a lot of people who are kind of approaching it. There are reporters who are doing that, who are approaching it from a sort of neutral vantage point. And I am talking to some of them. The problem is that at the end of the day, their metric is clicks. Like, that's what they need to get. And it's fine. It is what it is. But like, what it means is that like a boring story won't sell. And so they're going to be trying to ask me like the most provocative possible questions. And, you know, it's whatever, it is what it is. But like, it is a little bit of a perversion on sort of what's going on. And like, you know, I sort of had like, I don't mind them that much, but like, I kind of felt like, all right, like, we as a society have, in my opinion, my humble opinion, spent about enough time this week trying to figure out whether anyone in living in Albany was polyamorous. And I sort of like, I don't know, I feel like I've answered that question a lot, and the answer is too boring for people to like believe. And so they just like keep coming at it from different angles. And I was sort of like not in desperate need of like that approach.
So I've already shared the fact that I'm in touch with Sam Bankman-Fried, but that's obviously been met with a lot of skepticism because ultimately, who the fuck am I? So I just wanted to post this brief little clip from our call just for verification purposes that these calls actually took place. I recorded the call so that I didn't misremember any of the topics we discussed, and also so that I could accurately quote Sam. But just to be clear, I am not interested in selling this audio. I've already gotten multiple DMs and emails from people asking if I recorded the call and if I'd be willing to sell it to them. But no, this audio is not for sale, and I am not interested in profiting from this situation whatsoever. I am trying to figure out the best way to relay information from the calls as possible, but keep in mind that I do plan on respecting the parts that were told to me in confidence off the record. I am not an actual journalist, and I don't have a team behind me, so please be patient. And I'm also dealing with a lot of death threats, so that's been very fun. Anyways, I've been figuring it all out as I go. I made a prior video explaining some more context as to how I got into contact with Sam, and please bear with me, I'm doing my best, but I'm posting a lot on Twitter if you feel like following me there, and I'll try to figure out how to get more information out soon. I love you all so very much. Please don't send me any more death threats, you fucking psychos.